to describe myself in 3 words, it'd be outgoing, love getting absolutely mortal, and just absolutely quality crack.
If I had to describe myself in 3 words, it would be confident, cheeky, spontaneous.
How is anyone fitting anything into that 5-minute window?
What's going on outside?
No one's really saying
Spreading my fucking like getting round it.
I got tagged!
And welcome back to another installment of Talks by the Daybed on the JR podcast. Welcome to my co-host, Swaggy P. How are you doing, mate?
Not too bad, Dally. How are you?
I am doing well. Just another episode here. Hopefully this one's not going to be over an hour and 20 minutes long, but there was a lot to go through last episode. We missed so much. So
Yeah.
if you haven't listened to that, you know, if you're on the drive home or you're just chilling at home in lockdown or whatever you're doing, give it a listen.
Or
Put it in
just
the
taking the
background.
train.
Taking the train. You could be doing anything right
Or
now.
working. Anything.
Maybe. Yeah, if you're working, you can listen to our podcast. That'd be great. But you know,
Yeah.
anyway, we'll get straight into it. Once again, if there's anything you want us to cover, or talk about, or have an opinion about that we don't already talk about, leave a comment below because we'd love to hear some of the opinions from you listeners. But we'll get straight into it. Today, what we're going to be talking about, we're going to try and split up into about 4 categories. First one we're going to look at is the elimination. Then we're going to look at straight into the Kaz and Tyler and Matthew situation. Thirdly, Jake. We're going to be talking about Jake, my guy Jake. And finally, leaving the fireworks till last, we're going to look at Faye and Teddy. Now, this is going to be focusing on which episodes, Swaggy? It's like
Episodes 35 to 40.
that's it. That's the one. Yeah. So we haven't seen the unseen bits yet, but who really cares about the unseen bits? And we haven't seen the episode after the unseen bits. So
Yeah.
that's what we're going to be covering. Next episode, we'll cover whatever happens after that. All right, let's get straight into it. Let's talk about the elimination, mate.
So I think at the start of the week, there was they all coupled up, and then there was an elimination. They got a text from the producers saying these 3 couples were at the bottom of the voting from the public, and from those 6 people, the boys had to vote 2 girls off or keep 1 girl in the villa, and the girls had to keep 1 boy in the villa and let go of 2 boys. So the 3 bottom couples were Hugo and Amy, Tyler and Clarice, and Mary and Sam.
Now, to be honest, dude, I think it was pretty obvious who was going to get saved. Like,
So
I called it before it even happened. I was like, oh, this is pretty obvious.
the girls, I was surprised with the choice of the girl.
Really?
But then again, after thinking about it, I'm like, who else would they have saved?
Who else? Yeah.
If they were gonna save Amy, then they had to save Hugo. Like, no,
Yeah.
that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
If
Well,
they're
by
gonna
that
save,
time,
yeah,
well, by that
and
time,
if they were
like,
gonna save,
yeah, go on.
if they were gonna save Clarice, then Tyler couldn't be in it. Like, there's a whole massive rift between Tyler and Clarice at that episode, and so by elimination they had to save Mary, which I'm happy with. I'm happy with that.
Well, same, dude. Like, Clarice, because her and Tyler pretty much called it. Well, Tyler called it on her, and she was pissed off at him. She wanted to go home anyway, so she didn't even want to be there.
Yeah.
So that's her easy done. And plus, Tyler had a connection with Kaz, so I was like, well, they're going to keep it to see how Tyler and Kaz go. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
And then there was Mary, who had a connection with Dale as well. So I'm like, they wouldn't, like, the boys wouldn't let go of Mary because they've got a connection. The other 2, you know, they don't really care about. So I'm like, I think it was the time for Hugo to go because I think Hugo's had his chance. Nice guy.
And I'm happy he left now because he was turning on me now. Like, at this point, he was kind of turning on me into being someone I didn't like. Before, I liked him, but now it's just been he's been turning heel for me. Like, I'm not feeling Hugo the last couple of episodes. So I'm happy he left before he could do more damage on his perception.
No, I agree. Because I think it's just like it came to a point where I just don't understand what else he could have been looking for. But anyway, it was pretty funny. And when he was leaving, he's like, well, I can pretty much sum up my love time in this villa as tragic. And then she's standing right next to
Yeah.
him. I'm like, well, that's pretty much you've pretty much said what your intentions were. Hey.
You stole my moment of the week, Dali, but it's all
Oh,
right. I'll
I'm
find something
so
else. I'll
sorry.
find
Oh, I'm
something
so sorry.
else. I'll
Yeah.
find something else. So good.
Yeah.
But then the girls chose to save Tyler.
Yep.
Which obviously because Kaz had a connection there.
Yep.
But I'm kind of sad for Chloe and Hugo. The
Yeah, that
whole
was sad.
friendship thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one-way attraction. But it is
Well,
what it
that's
is.
it. At the end of the day,
And it's
that's what I think. He couldn't get over that. If like reading
yeah,
it from a guy's perspective, that's the reason why he didn't have
yeah,
any connection, because he actually felt, I think, quite deeply for Chloe, and obviously Chloe didn't feel the
yeah,
same way. And I think he was nice about it where it comes to he wasn't pushing anything, like, and he obviously
yeah.
had those feelings, but he wouldn't kept going back to her and stuff and let her do her own thing.
And I felt bad for Sam as well. He was
Oh,
really nice.
same.
And,
I was like, I wish Sam
and
stays.
yeah,
I would
but
not have
there's
been
no
upset if
way
Tyler went.
he's there. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but I think I like Tyler to be honest. But
Yeah, so I don't mind him, but I
Sam,
mean, like, I just wanted to see
I
what Sam had.
to be honest, I'd much rather him in the villa as opposed to Sam, just because of like his relationship with the other boys. I think it would have been a lot better, like
That's true.
drama and just
That's a good point.
production wise, Tyler would be a better option than Sam.
Yep.
Which and then the boys selected Mary, God save Tyler, bada boom, bada bum. Everyone said ta bye, goodbyes. Carice went with how Carice said on the way out. She said Tyler's a snake. He lied to me. It is what it is. I'll
What
get
are your
over
thoughts
it.
on that, by the way, dude?
So I can't quite remember the conversation, but so he basically said, I'm fully into Kaz now, so I'm sorry.
He just said that
To
his feelings never went away for Cass.
yeah.
So
So
I don't understand how he lied to her. Like,
so do
he
I.
never said to her,
So
like,
do I.
I'm 100% with you. He kept saying to her, like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm in a tough position. He was always honest. So, I don't know.
And
Maybe there was more things that we didn't see, but
and what was he meant to do? Like not tell her and then just
yeah, exactly.
mac on with Cass? So I'm like, it just felt like like an immediate reaction
Yeah. It was a
with
lose-lose
Tomo, which
situation for him in the end. Like,
yeah,
he couldn't not feel the way he was feeling, and like I did
yeah,
feel sad for him after the last episode we recorded, like, just because he was in that situation, he didn't know what the hell to do.
yeah.
So I'm glad he went bang, Kaz, you're the one I want to be with. But leading into that with the Kaz and Tyler,
And then
my
yeah.
respect level
Then
for Kaz has dropped more. She's probably very far down on my list of people, because I think she treated Matthew so badly, and the
yeah,
way Matthew handled it, I thought he handled it brilliantly, and
perfect.
pretty much like
Perfectly.
threw the whole thing back in her face. And she was like, "That
Yeah.
was the weirdest conversation I've ever had." He just came up and said, I'm dumping you," and then left. And I was like, "No, not really." He did explain everything.
Yeah.
He's like, obviously, you would have had an influence on keeping Tyler in. Like the girls said, they wanted that to blossom. I'm not going to get in your way. If you're not going to give me 100%, then I'm out. Pretty much what she was
Fair
saying to
enough.
Tyler.
Yeah.
The exact fucking
That's
thing.
good.
And so I was like, good on you, mate. Fair play. And then she was all sulky about it because Matthew did the same thing that Kaz was doing to Tyler. So I was like, mate, she's so like, I don't know. I just found that very much
So
two-faced type
the
thing.
thing that so I liked Kaz throughout the entire season, but the thing that reduced my respect for her was her interpretation of what happened with Matt to the other girls, like how
Oh my
she.
God.
And I was like, well, you're making Matt look like a complete like you didn't exactly tell them what he did, what he
Yeah.
exactly did.
Yeah.
He didn't just say done and just walk off. He said
No.
done. He said
This is the
something.
reason
Maybe
why.
it's your fault for not listening to what he said.
Yeah.
And he made some valid points. Exactly what you said. He made some valid points, and instead of understanding what he said, she just made a dumb face. But
Yeah.
um,
I was very pissed off at that too. I was like, if only that happened earlier, and that could have been one of the moments
yeah,
they recorded for Kaz, I would have loved to have seen everyone witness that. Because
Yeah.
as you would know leading up, I felt quite sad because all of the guys' ones were savage. And like all of the girls' ones,
Yeah.
bar phase, which we'll get into,
Yeah.
was like funny and wasn't hurtful at all. And I was like, come
Yeah.
on, like the producers could have selected worse stuff to say. Like the girls have said heaps of bad shit behind the guys' backs. But anyway, we'll get to yeah. Anyway, I didn't really like how that was handled that well, to be honest, by Kaz. But
So, and then after that, Tyler and Kaz got coupled up,
yep,
and which I think Kaz was a bit in a mood because when Matt dumped her, she lost all the power in that whole triangle because she had the entire power, but she knew she was always attracted to Tyler.
yeah,
But she didn't have that card to say, if you don't give 100%, I'm just going to go up with Matt. And when Matt completely dumped her, she just lost her power. She was like, well, I have to come
yeah.
up with you. So, which I think Matt did a massive favor for Tyler as well by dumping her, I think.
Definitely, and I think he was quite happy when
Yeah,
he said that in the group. He's like,
yeah,
fair enough, good play. Now
yeah.
I get her on my own. I'm not upset.
And
Yeah, no.
then throughout the episode, then we had and I was expecting that tweet challenge to come through, tweets and headlines, but I think they might have replaced it with this new challenge we got,
Mate, and you know what? I
which
am a
was
huge fan of this. I think
I'm
that
happy with this.
they've done a brilliant job because a lot of the stuff that was said, there's no way they could have summed it up in one sentence. Like,
Yeah.
AKA, which we'll get into now, the Jake situation, where
Yes.
what we were saying last episode on our potty, how we were all upset and we're like, we can't wait till the Villa finds out what a like little deceiving little coward Jake was, and the Villa telling everyone to hook up with everyone. And you know, if I was single, I would have done it, and all you guys are single and stuff. Finally came out on that video clip to the world,
To
and
be
how
honest,
he mentioned that Liberty didn't find the Liberty. We found Liberty attractive, but didn't want to rip her clothes off.
you
But that was at
wanna
the very beginning. I
yeah.
felt like that was fine.
To be honest, I'm very disappointed in the reaction to what happened. I felt like only Faye was the only one who got really mad about it, but no one else got really mad about it. Maybe we'll see more repercussions in the coming
Yeah,
episode. But
I think so
I'm
as
just
well.
I'm just very very disappointed in how everyone has reacted. But I think maybe everyone was taken aback with the other massive drama that happened
Yeah, I
that
think
night.
she stole the show there, mate. I don't think
Yeah.
like
Um.
in
But
a way,
hey,
dude. I actually felt quite sad for Jake.
I
Like I
did.
would,
I did.
I somewhat did. It came to a point where it was really like awkward, and I just don't think it should have gotten between Faye and him because I know I think he's genuinely really interested in Faye. Like I really do, and I don't want that to tarnish their relationship because I actually think they are really good together. But
Genuinely interested.
I'm glad he
Hey,
got like not Faye. Did I say Faye?
what in Liberty?
Liberty.
Yeah,
Liberty.
Liberty.
Sorry. Um,
Yeah.
I don't really want that to be tarnished, but like I'm glad he got like shown for what his true colors were in the.
Like you can see in that challenge that he was sweating. He was
He was
sweating
sweating, dude.
so much.
But I think he
Like
was
you
also
can see
really
that. You can
pissed
see
off
the
at
pit.
Faye. But anyway,
You can see the pits as well. Like his armpits were like really sweaty as well.
without a doubt,
Mad.
without a doubt.
Um.
But it is
Some
what it
couple of
is.
side notes. Yeah. Um. I like Millie's reaction as well, which was kind of nice for me because Millie it brought a sense of like reassurance that Millie was like, all right, maybe Liam's not a bad guy. Maybe he got peer pressure to it.
Yeah, I think that's
And
what actually. Yeah, I completely agree, dude. Like, I think she handled that brilliantly, and like how she's like, it is what it is. The past is the past. If I keep going back to it, I'm never going to
yeah,
be able to move on. And after
I
seeing the
like
whole
how
thing
she
with
said,
Jake, she probably went
yeah,
like, oh, right, he wasn't. Because both Liam and Tyler mentioned how it was a boys' trip or whatever, or what is the lads' holiday,
yeah,
and
that's
how
right, yeah,
all the guys sort of like egged them on in a way. So she wouldn't be able
yeah,
to saw that, but now she's actually seen it. So I guess she can somewhat understand where he was coming from.
yeah.
Same with
And
Tyler.
I like how in the terrace up top, when Millie and Liam were talking, they were like, all right, you can cuddle me now, but still no kisses. next minute at night they're fucking making up. All right,
next minute.
well done, mate. Well done.
Yeah, that was brilliant. I was like, oi,
Well, fair enough. Yeah.
it is what it is. No, fair play to him. Yeah, no, I rated that. I really did rate that. But what stole the show on the episode number 40, was without a doubt
Episode/week. Yeah.
the week, was Faye in capital letters.
Yeah.
So once again, it was the little movie night and the reaction that she did to pretty much, personally, in this situation, when she found out that he was sexually attracted to another girl in the villa, but he didn't act on it. I thought he pretty much but did he? I thought he said something similar to that to her, but if not, why did he need to? It didn't go past that moment. So why would he need to bring it up? He probably didn't even think of it because it only lasted for that half day, and then after that he slept down on the daybed. She was interested in Tyler, and then it was never mentioned again. So it's like, why the hell?
Okay, so Faye's whole argument is, you never told me any of what happened on the video, which from her point of view was like, well, why should I believe anything else you said me when you didn't even tell me that? And
what did he need to tell her?
No, I'm just pointing out the whole picture where she was really mad about Teddy because she was really mad about that because Teddy apparently didn't tell Faye that he was sexually attracted to another girl in the villa, and that he said that you'll get me in trouble. I'll be in trouble if I share a bet with you, which he didn't do. So he never got into any trouble. But dude, the entire time I was watching the show, I'm trying to, in my mind, I'm just trying to figure out a way where I can't side with Faye even a little bit. I'm just like, can I see the point of view of Faye and just try and side with her? But I can't do it. What she did was just a massive overreaction, and the really annoying thing, and I think the one that made her lose a lot of respect for her was when she shouted everything out, and she couldn't care less about Teddy's feelings. It was just like a whole one-sided argument, and never let Teddy even say one word.
Well, that's it. And then she kept saying, go on, spit it out, go on. And then he'd start speaking, and then she would, yell over the top of him. And he's like, can I speak? And then she's like, yeah, speak. And then she kept, going over. He had, 2 words to say.
And then she would ask these arbitrary questions, like, was that you on the screen? Well, yes, but let me explain. But it's just weird things. All I can say is, whoever who Faye's ex was, whoever who Faye dated before, must be in fucking hell for the amount of shit that he put her through. Because no one is like this when they're born, dude. No one is like this. Surely she must have been put through something to get to this withdrawal and just so closed off. Because far out, that was just
that's her defense mechanism, dude. That's what she does when something does, when she feels like someone's done wrong to her, which it's sad, if anything. I think she really needs to get spoken to by counseling and stuff, because literally no guy is ever going to be with a girl that's like that. I just
and the thing
that's bullying, dude. She verbally abused the guy. Not even him, actually. When I had rated Dale for him trying to go over and try and calm the situation down, because I saw a tweet from your girl
Amber.
Did you see this tweet?
Oh, no, I didn't. But
she tweeted out pretty much saying pretty much saying Faye needs to get better friends, because not one of those girls stood up and took her away from the situation and calmed her down. They let her just explode. And it had to be Dale that took her by the side, and obviously she's not going to listen to another guy's opinion, because that's not what she needed. So she blew up at him too, and he's like, I don't know why you're yelling at me, I'm just being nice. And then she yelled at him, and then poor old Matthew says no, there's no need to do that. And then she's like, shut your mouth, be quiet as you usually
Yeah.
are. I was like, Jesus, she's
The
going
thing
off about
is,
everyone. No one's mad with her.
y-
I don't understand.
everyone else in this villa doesn't have the same personality. Like I think in Amber's when Amber was there, she had Anna who was kind of like fiery as well. So she was strong enough to like pull a girl away, just get some
Yeah.
respect. In this villa, the closest person would be Kaz, but she's not. She's not as strong as Faye.
No.
Like Liberty, nah, she's very meek and she's not gonna do anything.
No.
Chloe, no.
No.
Millie, no. The Casa Amor girls,
Abby,
nothing.
no.
So
Yeah, no.
it's just she was just by herself and there was no one else to put her aside. And the one
That's
person who did, she went at it. It's just
Yeah, because this wasn't the right like a guy. I rate him for doing it, but a guy in that situation is just not. She needs one of the girls, like, and you're exactly
yeah,
right, dude. And Amber tweeted about that too, saying like she needed another fiery girl in there, like she needed
yeah.
another person that could like calm the situation and tell her off, and not tell her off, but you know what I mean. Like you're exactly right. She needs another character in there to be able to help her, and no one
And
else
maybe
had the balls to stand up and do anything.
maybe the only person who could have done it would have probably been Jake, but she would have just gone off of Jake because obviously
Yeah, because of the whole
what happened with the
situation.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like it was just I think it was pretty unanimous where everyone was like, "This is not how you do it." Fair enough, you can get mad at it, but this is not how you do it.
No, well, even
Like,
like Chloe when she was like lying on the daybed with, well, not even the daybed, on the swing
Toby.
with Toby, and they like cuddle up, and she's like, "Oh
Yeah,
my god, it's still going." Like she
yeah.
knows that like she just wants to dig a hole and jump in it because she's sick of the whole.
Even the other girls, even Kaz and like Millie, when they were just there, they should have just stood up and just taken her. But even they were like, "I'm not getting involved with this because it's just too much for
That's what
me."
I'm like. Come on, you've got to be like. Normally, you shouldn't get involved in other people's shit, but when it's
Yeah,
happening in front of you and you're in a villa all together and you know they're going to be seeing each other constantly, you need someone
and if it,
to
yeah,
okay, look, Faye, come with us, come with us, come with us, and pull her away from the scenario because it just made it look worse and worse and worse. And like he's just
it
standing
doesn't.
there and going, "I've got no problem.
Yeah,
Can we talk about it?" And she's just absolutely abusing the shit out of him. Like, just imagine if that was a guy. Imagine Faye was a guy and he's going off at all the
I was
girls.
gonna say that next. Yeah, yeah.
Like, there's no way she'd be allowed in the villa. Like, she would have been kicked off. Like, she wouldn't be there anymore.
So first of all, I'm kind of if it had been anyone else but Teddy, I think it could have been a lot worse.
Oh, without a doubt. And Teddy
If
actually
it had
stood
been
up for
anyone else but
himself,
Teddy.
and he's quiet.
Yeah,
So it's like, imagine if it
yeah.
was, imagine if it was like, I don't know, even Toby.
See, yeah, Toby. I think so. The thing is, like, had it been like Tyler, for example, he would
Yeah.
have just gone off. Like Tyler wouldn't know what to say. Like he fucked it up this week as well. I think it's something. But I'm not happy that it was Teddy. But I think the whole reaction, the explosion was a bit smaller than what it could have been had it been any other guy in the villa.
Yeah, because they may have reacted a bit more.
So let's delve a bit deeper into this whole Chloe thing, Dali here.
Yeah.
What does Faye want from a guy?
Mate.
She says that whole thing is not what I want to be a girlfriend. Obviously, this is something from what has happened in her previous relationship,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So what she wants, she's like, even what Teddy said was, even what Teddy said at the end was, the thing that hurt me the most was because Faye was looking for a way out,
Mate,
and she
exactly
just
right.
used this to get an explosion.
I was
She's
just about to
already,
say that, dude, because she's done that constant. She did that before the Casa
yeah,
Amor photo saying he's not funny, which ended up coming out. So I'm sure that she told Teddy that he wasn't funny because she told him everything in that
yeah,
clip. Um,
yeah,
like exactly right. She's just, and we'll like the missus and I were talking about this before he even said it. Like she's just looking for a way out. Like she's
she's looking
obviously
for a way out.
she's
Yeah,
scared of commitment, dude, and she's just looking and she's grasping onto anything that she can that's gonna get her out of a commitment and get her out of that situation, because she knows that they just got through a speed bump, and Teddy's more than likely in the next few days going to ask her to be his girlfriend. Like, that's just that's how it would be. So she brought it up to him, saying like, "I don't like commitment and all that kind of stuff," and he's like, "That's okay." Like, he was pretty much like her when he was on the daybed when they're talking, like, "It's all right. Like, we can just take our time." But she's obviously just so scared, and whatever's happened in her past relationships has completely ruined her. That's what I'm saying. She needs some counseling. She needs some help.
Maybe she wants someone where she can keep an eye on someone the entire time, and then it just becomes a point where that's just becomes contradictory to what you say. You say at the start of the season, you said you want someone fun and a good guy and a loyal person. Well, if you want to trust them, you gotta have to let them out a bit.
Yeah, well, that's it.
You know, so it's
Exactly.
just she's
Gotta
just
test
playing
the
games at this
loyalty.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think she'll be in the bottom? Next
What the next
next couple
episode,
up.
which will probably, hopefully, I'll be getting this out within the next. I might be trying to edit this tonight. We're editing this on the Sunday night,
Okay.
so I'll try and get it out by the end of tonight, so people can listen to it before the next episode. But it's tough because the voting opened before this whole explosion, but they saw a preview for it. So I'm interested to see if that's the case, because if you look at the most recent post on the Love Island Twitter page, literally every single comment is about how bad Faye treated Teddy and how she shouldn't be there, and she better be the one that's getting eliminated. So I think.
Well, the thing I'm worried about is, right?
Yep.
They always put the couples at the bottom. So Faye and Teddy are going to be at the bottom.
Yeah, that's the thing, though, dude.
Choose
This vote is for an individual, not couple.
Individual. Okay, all right.
This is your favorite person, your favorite Islander. So it's not even for your favorite couple. So it's only going to be individuals, I think.
So it's your favorite Islander, not your least favorite.
No, yeah, you're voting for your favorite. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so I think
it's probably going to be like Mary or like Dale or someone that's going to be in the bottom, because they're new. Like no one's like connected with them enough.
Jake could be a shout here. Jake could be a shout. An underdog pick. Jake could be an underdog pick.
See, I think there's so many people that like Liberty, dude, that they're not going to vote for Jake. I mean, oh yeah, Jake might not get any votes. Yeah, you're right. Because it's not going to be like, I don't know, dude. I think people will vote for Jake just to keep him with Liberty because they know they're good together.
The thing is, even if he's at the bottom, like there's no way all the Islanders are going to let him go. They'll just say, well, because they're a couple, they're boyfriend girlfriend, they have to be here.
Yeah.
So like, but it'll be good for Jake to go at the bottom to see that he's not well liked in the public, and it'll show to like Liberty that there's something that the viewers see that I don't understand. Probably like.
Well, I think she would not understand now, wouldn't she?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, this is exactly what happened with Jordan and Anna. Hey,
yeah,
like 2 seasons ago, where they got put in the bottom, and then Jordan started making moves on India. The whole like Storm Anna came, probably the best moment of that season. So I'm very excited to see what happens here. Although I don't know where they can go. Like I think you're right. I think it'll probably be one of the new boys. Maybe Maddie, Dale, Mary.
I actually think Matt's going to get some votes, mainly because of the way he handled the thing with Kaz, and he's gained a lot of respect.
Kaz, yeah.
If I had to pick I know it's not going to be in order, but if I had to pick the people who are going to get the least amount of votes, I think it's probably going to be, and it's not one of the new people. I think it has to be Jake, Faye, and Kaz. Even though Kaz has got a heavy stance, I just feel, but I think it will be, like you said, I think it will be one of the new people, like Mary. Who's going to vote for fucking Mary? Who's his favorite is Mary? She just hasn't had enough time. Like, she's lovely, and she's not my least favorite, but she hasn't had any damn time.
Accent.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
But that whole Faye situation, dude, I feel really bad for Teddy, and I feel bad for Faye in the fact that that's how she has reacted to pretty much everything that's happened. One little thing that she doesn't agree with, and it's explosion time. So Sad.
Also,
Needs some help.
quickly, before we knock off this topic,
Yep.
sexual attraction versus sexual
Oh, yeah.
connection.
Which would be
Just a quick,
if you click
discussion.
the video, that's the title.
Yeah.
Do you think they're the same thing, mate?
Nope.
I completely agree with you. I literally told him, I was like, sexual connection is not sexual attraction. They're two different things. You can be attracted to someone without having
sexually
feelings.
attracted to. I am sexually attracted to Maya Jama, but I'm never going to have a sexual connection with her because she's never going to meet me.
Yeah, that's so true.
And I'm like the whole thing is it's connection is where you have like a connection. Attraction is you're like, ooh, she's attractive.
Yeah,
I'd like to rip her clothes off, but it's never going to happen. Either A, she's there's no connection. Like the whole thing, it's just what connection isn't there. So
Literally.
it's just attraction at first view. It's like, oh, I'm attracted to you, but I'm not going to do anything to you because I have a boyfriend.
Exactly right.
I'm
Exactly right.
currently taken, or it's just a whole different meaning. And the fact that Faye didn't understand it, she has to understand it because she's not dumb, right? She knows the meaning of it, but I think she was just emotionally charged, where she was just reacting so angrily that she couldn't comprehend what he was saying.
Yeah,
like she out of all the girls there, I think she's probably one of the smartest there. So it's not like she's not dumb. She's smart. So she understands the difference, but she just didn't listen, or she just didn't get it through her inside of her to like just understand it. So
exactly, dude. Like me and the Miss. Oh God, I keep mentioning her. She's getting plenty of shout outs in this video. But Mrs. and I were talking about this even before the episode today. Earlier today, it was like some TikTok or something. I don't even remember what it was. But we were talking about it, saying like, you can find someone good looking. Like, I find Margot Robbie attractive, but it doesn't mean that I want to be with Margot Robbie. No, like I'm very much into my girlfriend, and I don't want to not be into her just because Margot Robbie is there. Like, she's the one for me. And like that's that. Like, but you can find people that are good looking, but doesn't mean that you want to be with them. It doesn't mean like that's the end. Like, that's the connection. That's what the difference is. You find someone attractive, or you're connected sexually with them. God. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's how it is, dude. But she was just very much heated, and she didn't like the way the conversation was going, probably, so she shut that down real quick. Anyway, we'll move on from that right now, and we're going to quickly rate our top 7 girls.
Go to our sponsors.
Top 7. What?
Go to our sponsors.
Go to our
sponsors by
no one yet.
Nivea. Be the Gillette. Be the best you can.
Be the best you can. So we're going to be naming our top 7 girls and our top 7 boys in order. I'm just going to brush over that real quick. Jesus Christ. Who do we start with? Let's start with the girls.
Start with the girls.
Yeah, right.
You can start. I'll start.
Let's start from.
Oh, you can.
Who have you got in first? Because it's more gossip in the way. Who you got in first?
I got Abby at first.
All right, that's very, very good shout. I've got Chloe at first.
I've got Chloe second.
I've got Abby second.
Oh,
that's
here
good.
we go.
Look at, and they were very close.
Right.
They're very close.
Dude, Abby's just Abby, man.
I feel really sad that I was so harsh on her when I first saw her. Like, I actually feel really bad. I'm glad, like, before last episode I got to like see her what she truly was, so I could say like, this is my original thoughts, but now I don't think that anymore.
Yeah,
she's just such
Abby's
a good girl.
Abby, dude.
That's what that's what I want, because now Abby is single and Toby and Teddy is single. Oh my god, wouldn't that not be the best couple? Like, they're both nice, attractive people. Like, come on.
Oh, dude, Abby's hella attractive, dude. Abby's hella attractive.
I know you think that.
Abby's fucking hella attractive.
There's not a lot there for me, but that's fair.
For me, oh mate, when she's in there, she's in there. Holy shit! All right.
All right, who got third?
I got Millie third.
I got Millie third as well. Who you got fourth?
Fourth, Liberty.
I've got Liberty as well. See, I flipped
Oh,
Liberty and
mate.
Millie because I like Millie. Like, she's quite close to
Yeah.
the top, if anything, to me. Like,
Yeah.
the top three are very close. And Liberty's like
Now,
just below that, in my opinion.
yeah.
Now, fifth.
I got Mary.
Oh,
I got Mary.
mate, same.
Mate, here we go.
Here we go. Let's get it. Who
And
you got
like
six?
Kaz.
I've got 6 with Kaz and 7 with Faye.
So Kaz would have been where Mary was if it was like 2 episodes ago before that whole conversation with Matt.
Yeah, it would have been
After that
similar with me.
conversation with Matt, I would have dropped. Mary's just up there because she had nothing. She had no time for her to make an impression on me.
Well, that's it. Yeah,
Right.
she's middle of the table
So-
because of that.
Yeah, and Faye was look. Faye, I don't know what you've been through, so I can't. I'm not gonna say I understand what you're going through, but that's not how you have an
Yeah.
argument or
No.
talk to someone. And I'm sorry because of that. You were at the bottom of my path. I know you're listening to this, so I'm really sorry. But yeah, you're at the bottom of my path, Faye.
Yeah, no, that's the same with me. And to be honest, here's a prediction, really early prediction. I think she'll apologize to the way she handled things with Teddy. I think
Yeah.
she'll apologize to him. But I pray that Teddy's like, yeah, I didn't like it. I just pray he stands up and doesn't say, okay, that's fine. Thanks for apologizing. But anyway, move on. The guys.
And I hope Teddy doesn't get back to her.
Oh, man, same.
So
No,
I
there's
think
no way. There's no
it'll
way.
be so much better for Teddy, like for his mental health and shit like that.
Yeah,
Just
no,
to
he
not
can't. He
forget
can't
with
go
Faye.
through all that. He's already been through it twice.
Yeah.
So give the man a break.
Yeah.
All right, guys, who you got as number one?
Tobster.
I
Toby.
also have Toby number one.
Oh, mate. Look
Hey,
at
what
us.
a roller coaster Toby's been on. Like, you know, the sad thing is, Chloe and Toby is now my favorite couple.
I know. Same.
What
same.
is this? I'm
But the
like,
thing is,
let's get it. I hope they win.
dude, I wouldn't even be mad if they won the whole thing because that
No,
just
neither.
epitomizes Love Island, the TV show.
Oh, mate, with 100%. And
But
like,
it's just
like what you were saying, dude, last episode, how you're like, Toby's the most real guy. I
Yeah.
agree in that aspect where, isn't this like a modern romantic story where, you know, he found love with a girl and then he decided that he didn't no longer want that anymore, but then after being with two other girls, he realizes what he had was what he wanted, and he comes back and she accepts him, and it's just like, oh, what a story. Yeah, I just love that. And they're
And,
like so tight. They're so good.
and they're so meant for each other as well, like the way
Oh,
they.
without a doubt.
And did you see Toby and Chloe getting it on
Mm-hmm.
under the sheets?
Under the sheets, yeah. Right when Toby was like, I
Alright,
want to take it slow. That's going to last. They're
I
just like,
I like-
they are so sexually connected. That is a sexual
Yeah.
connection because they
Actual
are like,
connection. Actual
let's
connection.
get it on. And even though I want
Yeah.
to take it slow, I can't help myself. That's what that is.
Yeah.
All right, who have you got as number 2?
And Teddy.
I've got Teddy as well.
Oh,
Look at us,
mate,
dude. Mate,
look at
what
us.
the hell is going on?
Number
Alright, but
3.
there's
I've
gotta
got
be-
Tyler.
You've got Tyler number 3.
Yeah. The
I
3
have-
T's.
You know what? I don't. I have Matthew as my number 3.
I've got
Is-
Dale as number 4.
I've got Liam as number 4. I like Liam. He's nice.
I like Dale. Dale's really nice. Dale's
Yeah,
good.
Dale's good,
His
mate. That's what I'm saying. The boys are really hard because they're all so close to me.
His accent's mint. Like Dale's accent's mint. Like he's got like a Scottish accent, which I like it. And it's like
Yeah,
he's a barber as well, and his tats look good.
yeah, yeah.
So after Dale, I've got Liam.
See, after Liam, I've got Dale. So we're very similar on that. I would say Toby and Teddy are like tying leaders, and then there's a little
Yeah.
gap, and then there's Matthew, Liam, and Dale for me, and maybe even Tyler,
See-
all pretty close again in that patch there, where I
Yeah,
could like
and then
interlock any of them.
I got Maddie penultimate to one before last. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Tyler.
Um,
Yeah, just because
but the thing-
he's somewhat fucked up. Even though I like defended him, he did fuck up, and I don't really want to see him with Kaz because I actually think that him and Clarice had a better connection than him and Kaz. That's in my opinion, but
I
here's what it is.
disagree. I think when Kaz wasn't fighting with him, their connection was much better than what Clarice and Teddy had. And Tyler had. And if you remember, Clarice, Tyler wasn't his first choice. her first choice was Teddy.
That's true.
And then, yeah, but it is what it is. And then at the bottom of the pond.
Yeah, Jakey boy. Jakey. Yeah. Anyway, poor old Jake brings up the rear of the pack. But that is our top 7 girls and top
It was
7
definitely one.
boys.
And one of them be at the bottom of the pile. It's
Mate,
so weird.
Mate, you cut out for the whole time. I didn't hear one word you said.
Give me a second.
All right, I'll give you a second. This will stay in because I couldn't be bothered editing.
Yeah.
But what were we saying about Jake being at the bottom?
It's so weird where have a couple from the first day and one of them be at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, it is. It is really weird. Hey, I think it's because we have formed a bigger opinion on him than the others. Because a lot of them we do, like even Matthew and Dale, we still don't know a lot.
Yeah.
But it's like the initial in the way they've handled things, it's bumped him up.
But the thing is, like I've seen enough of Dale to know that he's pretty good. Like Maddie's the only one where I'm like, I've only seen one conversation of him.
Yeah.
That's really like engaged me, and I have a good opinion about him. Like, but Dale's had like multiple conversations. One with Mary, with Faye, with Abby, and just seems like a pretty decent guy. But
That's fair. And when he cucked himself with Chloe, what a guy. Oh, well, at least he's honest. Right. No, yeah, I completely agree. Like Matthew, Liam, Dale, Tyler. For me, Matthew, Liam, and Dale are all pretty close. Tyler's just below, and then Jake is a long last.
Tyler's up there just because of his reactions and just how good looking he is. Like,
yeah, that's fair. That must bump him up a couple of spots. Yeah. I agree.
All right, Dali. It's time for my moment of the week.
Mate, the moment of the week the observation, that's right, that I may have stolen from you, but it's all good. We're all right.
Luckily for you, I had 3 nominations.
Hit me.
So, at number 3, I have, what is it? I know what my winner is at number 3. What did I have at number 3? This is very good planning, by the way.
You should have written this down, mate. Come on, dude.
So yeah, okay. So number 3 it was with Faye and Jake, where Faye brought up like the whole reaction of if one of your if you told that to one of your sisters, that I would be something along the lines of it's disgusting what you did.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, fair point, Faye, fair point. But the boys were saying about how they didn't like that argument because I think Jake already has a sister, and that really like pulled a nerve in Jake.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Don't bring that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you call Chloe like a Faye a sister, then it's in her right to bring it up. I think that's fair game. I think if someone says you're like a sister to me, fair enough. You can bring that up. I think.
Yeah, I think what he was getting at there was like he only gave his opinion. He didn't like tell them to go and do it. He said like, it's up to you. You are single. Like if I was you, I would do this, but it's up to you. So I understand why he's like, look, what I've done, I didn't literally tell them to go and do it. What I did was I gave my opinion. And like the opinion might not be what you like, but it's my honest opinion. So like I get it, like he's staying true to himself, and I rate that. But yeah, like you said, Faye has all the right in the world to bring that up because at the end of the day, he hurt his sister in the villa.
Yeah, and then my last 2 observations include one man and one man only. The big Toby.
The Tove Jizzle, about to call him, but never mind.
You got to let me know which one you put as winner and which one you put as runner-up.
All right.
Right. So 2 nominations are when Toby brings up Jake and Tyler, and he said, "Mate, I think I like Chloe," and they just laugh.
Look at him and go, "What?"
Yeah, you can't be serious. And I was like, you know what?
I want to find a screenshot of that. And I'm going to put up on the screen right now. Just the reaction and their facial reactions was priceless.
It's just like even when he told like his best girlfriend, like the friend who's a girl, it's just like Millie. Even her reaction was like, "What?" And
That's
you know
so
what?
funny.
That's what tells me that I feel like there's a real genuine connection that Toby has with Chloe. Just the fact
Yeah.
that he would go out and say to everyone that, "Hey, I'm coupled up with Mary. I was coupled up. I had a massive fight with Chloe where I had coupled up with Abby, but I still like her."
Yep.
So that's just it's just a massive like selling point for their
Definitely.
story.
And it's
if you can
funny
call
how
it.
like Chloe's like, you know what, and I feel the same way. It was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's like twins.
And my final nomination is the Toby's mad movie, if you can call that a mad movie, where Chloe was going on about how Toby they were kind of frisking each other at night, and then Toby finished up very quickly, and then Liam said, "Hey, all Millie has to do is just walk past, and I finish very early." And I thought that was a pretty good comment from Liam.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was really good. You know what mine was? I'll
What was
throw another
yours?
nomination
Sorry?
out there. Mine was after Hugh had left, and it was Toby talking with, was it with Jake?
Jake.
And he's
Yep.
like, you know what? Even though Hugo and I had our differences and we had that little spat, like at the end of the day, like I miss him. I'll miss him. And like that, he's like, and
Yeah.
he's a what do you say? Like he's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
He was a good guy. I was like, Jesus Christ, Toby.
I didn't know the feelings were that deep for him.
Yeah, it was really deep, dude. You can see, like, I was watching his
Also,
reaction to every single interaction, and he just wasn't interacting with him anymore. Like,
yeah. Also, like a minor thing, I was kind of pissed off in the whole thing that I'd like to enter into this conversation before we depart the factory is um a Faye's comment from Jake. Goodbye, Uncle Ted, and she kept just laughing
it
whenever
was
something
so
happened.
awkward, dude. That was so awkward, and none of the girls were laughing.
Yeah, I just felt for Ted. It's just like obviously it's something that he cares about, and it's just he obviously cares about it, but Faye couldn't care less about what Teddy
Well,
was thinking, or he didn't even look at her, mate. So it's very ignorant on her part, but
yeah, that's
that was
her
it.
coping mechanism, dude. She just likes to make fun of the situation and laugh about it. But
Yeah,
I don't think she can get it across that how much that affects the other party that she's doing that to. Like, at the end of the day, he had a really good connection with her, and he really did like her, and she's throwing it back in his face pretty much.
yeah.
But anyway, we'll see how that goes in the next episode, hey? We'll find out who is going to get eliminated. Who do you think it's going to be, mate? One prediction, nice and quick.
I
Who
hope,
is the person that's going to get eliminated?
hope for Faye, hope for Faye or Jake, but I think it's gonna be Mary.
Oh,
Oh no, yeah. Or it might be Abby as well. Fuck, I hope not. But
I
we'll
don't think
see.
it's going to be Abby. So you're going to lock in Mary, mate. I am going to lock in Faye. I'm going to go for it, dude.
Okay, we got it.
I think there's going to
We're
be
in
so
here.
much hate that even if she didn't get voted the least, I think the producers are going to get rid of her. Because literally, mate, if you go into the comment section, if you scroll down a little bit and go to like any comments, it's all about Faye and how she treated Teddy and how the hell she's still in the game. So that's how I'll leave that. But mate, thanks again for the chat by the day, bed.
Always here at the factory, producing another class.
All right, dude. Well, if you
That's it.
once again, if you need ask us anything or give your opinion, put it in the comments below. This episode will be roughly around the hour mark again, but that's okay. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you've watched up to this point, make sure you comment the word attraction in the comment section below. Let me know. And we will
Just
see
say,
you.
just write down in the comments. Just write down, I'm sexually attracted, do you say I have a sexual attraction, or I'm sexually connected to Dali 96, and we'll acknowledge you in the next episode.
Yeah, maybe. All right. And we will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
See ya.